Hey everybody, Adjective Gaming here. So I wrote a simple Python script that scans a list of 45,000 video games, and it chooses a game for me to play at random. This is Let's Play. So I might be taking a little hiatus after this episode. I have to reevaluate this series. I'm at an all-time low views. I think I got a single subscriber from these videos during May. So anyway, let's see what game we get this week. Emergency DS. Rondo Media. Oops. What the hell just happened? What is this? I don't want Python help. Okay, so I live in none of these places, so I guess I'll go with the UK. Okay, let me type in my name here. ADJ. Oh, Jesus Christ, turn it off! Okay, that's better. What could this possibly be about? Okay, two vehicles collided at a crossing. Prevent anyone from dying and a vehicle from exploding. Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Is this a strategy game? So you get a designated staff to manage at an emergency scenario. You get doctors, paramedics, firefighters, police officers, clowns, whatever. And apparently each one of these staff members are just very jaded. They move very slowly. They move as slowly as possible even though everything's on fire around them. An emergency is happening. Why did you even come to work today? Doctors treat and stabilize the injured enough so that the paramedics can pick them up, take them to the ambulance, and get transferred to a hospital. Now the thing is, each one of these tasks requires the players to initialize it, meaning that this is nothing but micromanaging and multitasking. And to make it even more of a clusterfuck, some units have multiple abilities. Take the firefighter for example. They can chainsaw down trees, use fire hose, and now you have to remember you have to manually connect those fire hoses to hydrants, mind you. Use fire extinguishers for minor fires, and the jaws of life for trapped people within cars. And the boys over at 16-Ton Studios wanted to make this as realistic as possible, because each time you want to switch items, you have to go back to your fire truck. Thanks for making this as tedious as possible, guys. Objectives. Treat casualties. Done. Put out a fire. Done. Remove vehicles from accident. Done. And I got nearly double the high score, so I'm some sort of genius at this grim, realistic children's game. Once again. You need a lot of patience when playing this game. I mean, things don't happen instantly. The game tries to switch it up in one of their missions where you have to remove gangsters by questioning civilians to see who did the robbery. And I don't know why you get into physical fistfights with every arrest, but okay. And sorry, I don't really know how to make this game seem interesting. 90% of it is putting out fires. That's not a joke. Okay, you can resuscitate a down person with a doctor, like I said, but that takes 20 to 30 seconds. But these fires take multiple minutes. Sometimes 5 minutes. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything wrong. You can stack multiple things on the same fire. You can have fire truck and firefighters on the same fire. And it'll reduce the time, but there's still like several fires you have to put out. And it takes a while. All just watching this fireman put it out. I don't know how they made these horrific scenarios boring. Hell, if it was up to me, I'd put in some sort of wacky firework accident, you know, different color fire maybe. I don't know, maybe you have to take care of a cult in one of these missions, you know, mix it up a bit. Or maybe one of the missions could be you go rescue people from the Captain Crunch factory when they had that one disaster when they mixed it up and it was all crunch berries. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of casualties then. Maybe tackle something like that. So this game consists of 20 emergency scenarios. Missions do get more difficult, like any video game, but they start doing time missions, which piss me off to the max. And seriously, what's up with this mobile crane? You have to look at the game mechanics of this. It lifts up the debris, moves it to the side, drives around it, and I have to tell it once again to lift the object and move it to the side. Complete waste of government time and money. I think the only interesting thing that happens is that at one point they kind of deceive you in one of the missions. It's like, oh, great job in clearing the runway of the airport. And I think the objective said clean up 3 debris. So like, okay, let me just move this debris to the trash and then the airport explodes. Thanks 16-Ton Games? I didn't want to see that. I mean, seriously, who was this game intended for? Who's sitting on the bus in 2009 saying, yes, finally I found the game that has me both frustrated and on the edge. I never thought those two feelings would be paired up. I finally found the game for me. So anyway, the last group of mission involves an earthquake. And did you know that fire trucks blow up if they touch electricity? You know, I guess it's just kid science. They're filled with water anyway. And finally, the second to the last mission was the absolute worst. I don't know how to explain it, but You're timed, 8 minutes, and you have to micromanage 10 units like perfectly. I had it down to like a science. You know, I was running 2 fire extinguishers, 3 hoses, and I had the police guy opening up a gate, and then I had the fire truck going around while the paramedics were going northeast and southwest. And I mean, I can't explain it. I actually played this level for over an hour because I couldn't make the time constraints. It was a huge hassle. And let's just say in the end, I realized that you can actually let people die and you just put them in the ambulance and send them off dead. At the end, I was just moving around corpses. This is a depressing game. It was actually down to the wire, like at the last second, it did go through. Trust me, if that did not go through, I would have broke everything around me, no joke. Extremely frustrating game. Final mission is not timed. Trial and error, but I figured it out. What do you know? You get a boat on the last level that has the same dousing power as a regular fireman. And I think they actually found a way to insert every type of unit into this level. Here, watch the last 5 minutes of me playing this game. It sums up this game perfectly. Congratulations, you have completed the campaign successfully. 1 hour 57 minutes. That's actually incorrect. I played for 4 hours. Look at my video timeline. I had to retry a lot. Emergency DS. Not the game for me. Not the game for anybody. Way too much going on. This makes the micromanagement of StarCraft look like cookie clicker. It wasn't even fun. It felt like work. Does anybody care anymore? 2.5 fire trucks. And it gets the Time Sync Award. I watched a tiny little fireman put out tiny little fires for 3 hours with no real payoff. So like I said, maybe hiatus, maybe not. The blood pack hasn't been broken yet. This is week 34. See you guys next time.